Let's get some instant analysis. Welcome in Sportsline data scientist and host of the First Cut podcast, Rick Gehman. Rickie Fowler tied atop the leaderboard with Troy Merritt after round one, carting a bogey-free 7 under. He's failed to crack the top 25 in 17 of his 22 events played this year. And of course, the year the comeback continues. Perhaps Rickie puts together something nice this week. Rick, what'd you see from Rickie and his TPC Twin Cities? Perhaps a course that suits his game.
It certainly looks that way. You know, this is a course where you have to go low, you have to make a lot of birdies, you have to putt aggressively, which is right in Rickie Fowler's wheelhouse. And let's remember, this goes on 8 months, nearly 2 full years of swing changes for Rickie Fowler and not playing up to his own standards. But recently, the last couple of weeks, we've started to see him trend in the right direction. And what I'm seeing out of him this week at TPC Twin Cities is that putter is back. That's really his weapon. He gained over 4 strokes putting in round one, which is a massive number. And for Rickie Fowler, when he gets going, it is thanks to the flat stick. It's the best part of his game, and it takes off a lot of pressure in the other facets. He doesn't have to be nearly as exact with his approach shots if he's comfortable rolling the ball on the green. He doesn't have to chip it as close if he knows he can have a good shot of getting up and down for par with the putter. It just alleviates a lot of the stress on the rest of his game that we have seen been building up for the last 12 months. And this is the version of Rickie Fowler that is capable of contending again in PGA Tour events.
I know it's round one, but what would it mean for Rickie Fowler to get a victory, his first in 2 years?
I mean, it would be massive. You know, this guy's going to have he's never going to lose his card, you know, theoretically, right? Because even if he did, for whatever reason, he would have all the sponsors exemptions in the world. So he's not going anywhere, but he seems to always have this chatter about him, right? You know, why didn't you qualify for the Masters? How come we didn't see you at the US Open, right? That dwindling official world golf ranking, it starts to raise a lot of questions for a guy that we see on our TV on weekends, but not always playing golf, more so in commercials. And it starts this conversation. So for him, I'm sure it would be a huge relief, an opportunity to silence the critics a little bit. Remember when he won the Players Championship a couple of years ago, it was just the week before that his peers voted him the most overrated golfer on tour. So this would be another opportunity for him to really silence his critics and get back in the winner's circle.
Man, that feels like forever ago when he won the Players Championship in 2015. Goodness gracious. Looking for his first win in 2 years, and few of the big names in the field within striking distance. You got Dustin Johnson, a 1 under 70 in round one, while Louis Oosthuizen carded a 3 under 68. What will you be watching for in round two?
Those two guys specifically, you know, I am so impressed with what Louis Oosthuizen has done here in round one. It is not easy to play the Open Championship and be the first round leader, the second round leader, the third round leader, and fall short again for Louis Oosthuizen and then make the trek back to TPC Twin Cities and play well. I'm unbelievably impressed, and you wonder if the time change, if how grueling last week was starts to weigh on him, but he has been arguably maybe the third or fourth best player on the PGA Tour this season. He doesn't have a trophy on the mantle to show for it, but he's been piling up top 5 finishes. All of the advanced metrics, all of the strokes gained numbers are certainly favorable to the argument that Louis Oosthuizen's a top 5 player this season. So I'll be really interested to see if he can back up a disappointing but great finish last week with another great finish this week.
Rick Gehman recapping round one of the 3M Open, and you can watch third and fourth round coverage on CBS beginning 3 Eastern on Saturday and Sunday, also streaming live on Paramount Plus. Rick, thank you very much. And for more awesome golf content, join Rick Gehman and his crew on the First Cut podcast, a cavalcade of stars. You'll get tournament previews, including DFS picks and analysis. You'll also get round-by-round reaction to each PGA Tour event. The First Cut podcast, download and subscribe today.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.